Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do a quick little in the bag for this type of challenge round here. Then we'll get out to the course and we'll play. We're here at TC Jester Park. I'm going to play the 13-hole layout here with just 11 discs from the Innova 3 series and a couple discs from the X3 series. So let me just start with the putters real quick. So I've got two putters here with me, the Aviar3, AviarX3, and I'm actually going to putt with the Aviar3 as well. See, these are the only two putters I've got. And I've got a number of mid-ranges that are in the 3 series. I've got the, let's see, starting out with the Wombat3. This is a factory second that I got. I haven't made my own stamp on it yet. I've got the Mako3. I've got the Shark3, one of my favorites. I've got the Roc3 and the RocX3 in Champion plastic. And then I've got sort of a unique one. It's a small diameter mid-range called the Gator3. And then I've got 3 fairway drivers I'm going to throw, the Leopard3, the TL3, and the TeeBird3. With all that said, let's get out there to hole 1. Okay, I arrived at hole 1. I'm going to take this TL3 here. It's in Star Plastic. It's the Mason Ford run from the last year that he was with Innova. Let's go. Okay, I managed to get at least past the trees that are behind the camera, so that's good. About 110 feet out. It's my Aviar3. Could have put a touch more on that one. All right, this is the best I can do. Hopefully you guys can see it in the camera. Oop, not quite. Okay, easy bogey. Okay, we made it to the next hole, and unfortunately it's the windiest time of the day, although the wind just died down. A little bit of a tailwind, right to left. I'm going to take the Leopard3 and just try to get it out there. Got more distance on it than I planned. Okay, so the good news is I'm only 120 feet away from the basket. The bad news is I've got all this to get around. So let's get this Aviar3. All right, under the basket. All right, next up is hole 3. Incoming! I'm just going to throw it that way, just get around there. I tried keeping it wide. All right, let's see if I can get it in the basket. That's a yes. Okay, somehow we ended up with tailwind, so I'm going to get this TL3 and just throw it that way. And threw it that way I did. Let's go, I've got a putt. All right guys, this is going to be terrible to film, but I have to do that because the camera's going to blow over. So, well, check this out. This TL3 makes one heck of a good putter too. Look at that. Boom, straight in the basket. Okay, made it to hole 6. This is not one of my favorite holes simply because I'm not terribly good at it. I'm going to take the Leopard3 and just throw it flattish, try to stay in the middle of the fairway. For me, this is a par play. That's as good as I'm going to get on this hole. Okay. All right, let's see if I can get it close to the basket with the Aviar3. That's a putt. All right. Okay, I'm going to bust out the TeeBird3 for this, throwing into a headwind. Maybe this will cut through it a little bit, maybe a slight anti-flex. Ooh-hoo! Okay. Okay, given the wind, I'm just going to put this onto the basket, so I want this thing to fade. That's what I wanted. Okay guys, here we are. So I'm going to try to make a safe putt here. Like that. Okay, this is the worst possible conditions I can throw towards this basket. Fierce headwind, throwing a somewhat unstable fairway driver in the Leopard3. All I want to do is have it not fade and go in the water. So nice and slow. I'm even okay with taking a bogey on this hole. It's not the throws we want, but it's the throws we get. Okay guys, we finally get to break out the mid-ranges. I'm going to take out my Shark3, just try to get it over there. I'm playing for a bogey at this point because I'm so scared of the water. I don't think I can attempt a max distance throw, max power throw, and so I'm going to go for control. Yeah, I anteed it too much. That's me being scared. Okay, let's see if I can get close to the basket. I just want to tap in. Not the throw that I wanted, it's the throw that I've got. The wind keeps blowing over my tripod, and I've got a group of people behind me. Okay, so I threw the TL3, but I wasn't recording, so next up is the Leopard3. There we go, just get it out there. Okay, the basket is a good almost 200 feet that way, so I'm going to take this Gator3, hopefully throw it that way and let it fade. Let's go Gator. That's what oh, a little bit too inside, but maybe it's close enough for a putt. Might be pin high. Okay, made it to the next basket. Let's try to put this one in it. Let's go. Okay, let's go. This is the old position. I'm glad they've got the basket here. Given the weather, it's treacherous to go down to the alternate position, so this is great. Fantastic. I'm going to take my Mako3. Just going to try to throw it at the basket. Just like that. Pin high for a putt. All right, let's see if I can tap this bird in. Looks like I can. Okay, we made it to hole 10. I'm going to try to get this TeeBird3 out to the right, hook it in towards the left. Let's see how it goes. Yes, that is what I wanted. Ooh, I've got a putt. Okay, this is a little better than expected. I'm guessing because of the aerodynamic nature of the disc, it managed to push just a little bit farther without drifting as much. See if I can make this putt into the basket. Oh, almost. Okay, this is a tap in. Okay, I let a couple people play through. Got this TL3, just want to throw it that way. This is kind of a challenging par 4 for me. That's about as good as I'm going to get it right now. Okay, this is a pretty good position for me. Now I'm going to take this Roc3 and throw it that direction. All I want. Okay, I'm just going to try to get this close to the basket with the Aviar3. That'll work. Okay, we have two possible routes, the straight route or the right side route. I'm going to try to very slight hyzer with this TeeBird3, throw it that way and let it fade towards the basket. That is the intent at least. That is what Daddy wanted. That is what Daddy got. I'm even putting. Okay, we made it. It was a little shorter than I expected. I thought I put a little bit more on it. We're 45 feet out. We are 2 feet out. I don't always get tap-ins, but when I do, typically I'm happy about it. Okay, we finally made it to the last hole. Gonna take my Leopard3, just want to get it out there, not go out of bounds, not go into the woods. That's what I want at least. That is what I'm gonna get. Look at that. Absolutely crushed it. For me. Okay, I've got my Roc3. I want to throw it straight and let it fade towards the basket. That's what I wanted. Okay, I've got a putt. Made it to the last one. Let's see if I can drain this putt. All right, gonna close it out. But first, an outro to tell you a little bit more about these discs.
That was a fun round to play. I want to give a brief history of these discs and why Innova decided to make them. So the 3 Series discs are lower profile. They're more aerodynamic versions of some of their most popular molds, and they cut through the wind a little bit better, have slightly higher torque resistance due to their shape, and they may feel better to some people. As a result, These are faster discs that have a little bit less glide and are less prone to drifting left or right, off the intended flight path due to either wind or wobble or other things. This line of discs started to be produced in 2013 with 3 5-speed mid-ranges, the Roc3, the Shark3, and the Mako3. And then 2 years later, in 2015, 2 fairway drivers were added, the TeeBird3 and the TL3. The next year, 2016, the Leopard3 first appeared and was the third 3 Series fairway driver. Following that, the putter started to get the treatment, with the Aviar3 making its debut in 2017. This is also the year that most of these discs were approved of by the PDGA. So some of these, were actually in use for a few years and then got PDGA certified. Then in 2018, Innova started producing 2 more 3 Series mid-ranges, the Wombat3 and the Gator3. But they weren't done. Innova then produced 2 discs that were even flatter and more overstable versions of previously released 3 Series discs, the Aviar3 putter and the RocX3 mid-range. With that, there were a total of 11 3 Series discs, and 2 of those being X3 discs. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already, as I have more content like this and a variety of other different things on the way. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.